G'day guys, welcome back. I'm up to song number 18 of my 2025 Eurovision reactions. Just an Aussie guy here, just giving some perspective from the Australian point of view on the competition. And today I'm now looking into Latvia. So Latvia's song this year is called Tautumeitas. Actually, that might be the artist. Tautumeitas is the artist, and Laimi is the song. So I've definitely pronounced that wrong. Apologies, but this sounds like we're getting a native song, a native language entry, which I'm excited about. Always quite intriguing. Don't know what Latvia is going to bring to the table this year, so let's just dive straight in and see what they've got for us. Good luck, Latvia. Female chorus vocals. Oh, there they are, okay. Yep. Sounds quite folky, like a traditional song. Ooh, some drum beats. Oh, quite soothing. Oh, they're like in the forest or something. Some sort of fairies? The music matches what I'm seeing here too. Yes, enchanted fairies. Sounds very nice, very soothing. That sounds like I'm traveling somewhere. Oh, just the vocals now. She's found a light or something. Oh, they're all picking up the lights. Oh, and listen to these very soft vocals. And now we're building up again with a bit of a beat. This tribal chorus sound. Oh, we're adding more and more. Very immersive experience. Ooh. Very feel good and relaxing. And back to this. Oh, there's a higher voice now over the top. It's quite magical, this whole experience. Listen to that voice in the background. Okay, Latvia. What an interesting entry that was. So that's clearly a folk song entry. They're using some native tunes there. And I think there's 6 performers, so it's like a chorus of 6 females singing this sort of folk tune, and yeah, it's got kind of this magical vibe about it. Like, and I'm glad I watched the visuals with it, because it definitely made me feel this kind of magic fairyland. Or I'm in the enchanted forest, and there's just a whole bunch of magical things happening from some beings that live in the forest, and that's what I'm seeing in the visuals too. They're sort of all dressed in white. They look quite sort of magical, I guess, and they're surrounded by nature in the night time, and they've got these illuminated lights. So it does give off this impression of being a bit of a sort of magical fairy song. I listened to the Ukraine song before, and there are some similarities a little bit, just with this kind of chorus, this tribal chorus they're sort of singing. So it's in a similar kind of vein to what I think Ukraine is doing this year. But yeah, that's I mean, just musically, it sounds to me like it sounds like I'm traveling somewhere. This kind of I wouldn't call it the beat in the background. It's a very tribal kind of beat. It feels like I'm traveling somewhere to go learn about some culture. This wouldn't feel out of place on like a 1990s travel commercial, you know, a tourism ad. This could be like a tourism ad background track for visiting Latvia. Although it kind of sounds quite tropical too. It could be like, yes, come to tropical Latvia. I know Latvia is far from being tropical, but this is kind of the feeling I get. It feels like this belongs on as a backing track to a tourism ad. I wonder if Latvia is going to use it that way, because I think it fits perfectly for that too, because it does sort of arouse your curiosity about just the magic of it all. And that's definitely what the performers are giving off too. So yeah, that's quite a unique entry from Latvia. I wonder how they're going to do that on stage. I think I like that they're dressed like this. That definitely helps convey the message, given it's in the song sung in their own language. And yeah, the chorus, the sounds, there's a sound at the end, or when we get towards the end of the track, there's a vocal that goes quite high, and it's all just sort of out on its own, and it's just beautifully just throughout the background of the song. And that's for me is probably where the song really peaks. So I think that's going to be a really good live if that performer is kind of just slightly separated from the other ones, and you see her doing these high notes over the top of everything. I think that'll make the visual distinction of what we're hearing and the sound on stage pop a bit more, I think, because that was really nice over the back, and it sort of shows that this musically is escalating and getting sort of larger as it goes. So yeah, it's a funny old tune, isn't it? I mean, for me, obviously, it feels like it feels very like we're out in nature, and it's a very unsophisticated environment, but there's this sort of this undertone of magic throughout it. Like, it does feel magical as well, and that's probably how I'll remember this song. I'll probably remember it as kind of the magic fairy dust song. So yeah, I think that's quite versatile in how it could be used too. I know I said it could be used on a tourism commercial or something, but this could be used in background tracks to certain movies to build certain vibes. Could definitely just be used as a celebration song, or I think this is very versatile as a track. But so we're talking about Eurovision though. Can it qualify? I think it's got potential to qualify, just because it's I think this qualifies a folk tune, so it's distinctively Latvian, which gives it a bit of a cultural uniqueness. That's always very appealing, I think. And yeah, the harmonies with the chorus, I think, sound quite soothing. So I think the casual voter will like the sound. It's not an intrusive sound. It is quite a feel-good sound, even though it is a bit kind of unique and mystical. So I think they can get enough votes to qualify. Yeah, I do. The staging will be interesting. Whether they go with this kind of magic fairy theme, or whether they modernise it more. I hope they stick with this, really. But that's an interesting entry. In terms of winning, I don't know if it's going to have that signature kind of signature sound that wins Eurovision, but they're definitely not. It's definitely not off the realms of qualifying and doing well though. So yeah, look, I might leave it there and listen to the next one. But I'm thinking I'll have to go back and listen to the Ukraine entry, because there's definitely some similarities here, and maybe these two are potentially in the same column or category as competition for each other. So yeah. Anyway, good luck, Latvia, and I hope that all goes well for you. And I'll now move on to the next one.